What is up, Vivid Racing fans? It is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be here on the Vivid Racing Dyno doing a new VR Tune tuning box install and test on the Ford Raptor. I've had this Ford Raptor for 1 year and I haven't put a single mod on it, so it's time to see what we can do to get some more power out of it. The tuning box is a great solution as this is a plug and play. Just plug it into the boost pressure sensor, manifold pressure sensor, and the tuning box takes over to deliver more horsepower and torque out of the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, which is exactly what we want to accomplish. So unlike my past Raptor where we did the big turbos and everything else, this is just gonna be pretty mild. So let's get the Raptor in here. We'll get it strapped down. We'll do a baseline dyno test, show you how the tuning box installs, and then we'll run the truck again to see what kind of results we get. Let's dive in. Before we bring the truck in, let's check out the tuning box. This is it right here. This device is made in Germany. Great multi-channel, huge processor in this thing, and Bluetooth connectivity to really deliver the results that we want. This thing just plugs in. Very simple. You've got the harness right here. Like I said, you've got a manifold pressure and a boost pressure sensor. This is the dummy plug that's in there in case if you want to run stock settings, or you just take this out. Then we've got some zip ties and hardware as well in here so we can mount it. This will take us probably about 30 minutes to do the install, but we'll do that after we get the truck here on the dyno. So let's go pull the truck in. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I had the engine super clean because this thing was pretty dirty as it gets used often, so this will make for installing much easier. Just gonna have to pull off the engine cover back there to access one of the sensors, and we got another one that's up here, so very easy, and then we can figure out where to mount this nicely. But I will say we'll also be doing an intake because that's gonna make a big difference in throttle response, especially on the turbocharged vehicle. So hopefully we'll see, about a 50-60 horsepower gain when all is said and done with both mods on here. Let's get the tuning box over here and start the install. For the installation, we have two sensors to get to. We've got the boost pressure sensor, which is right there. And we got the manifold pressure sensor. So we got to take the engine cover off here and reach that. There's a couple bolts, take that off, and we'll be able to get that sensor, and then we'll plug in the harness from there. So let's get these two unplugged and going. All right, here we have our two connectors, one for the manifold pressure, one for the boost pressure. You can see these are different size connectors, so you can't really mess them up. So it'd be pretty straightforward to plug them in. Now that we got the cover off, we can actually get this one back there that we need to, and this should be able to reach underneath this intake pipe. Of course, you can take the intake pipe off if you want. So let's plug these in. You can see I got my sensor back there plugged in, got my sensor right there plugged in, got the main harness cable here. We'll fancy it up with some zip ties under here, and we're gonna mount the box over there. So let's tighten this thing all up and make it nice, and we'll put it back together and start the connection process with the box. Now I'm going to put Velcro on the back of the box. It does come with these little snaps that you can clip inside and run zip ties, but for where I'm going to mount this, I'm going to put Velcro on here. Again, Velcro is not included, but it's going to make for a nice clean install for what I want to do. I should note that before you stick this and mount it anywhere, make sure you write down this serial number because you're going to need this serial number to connect to Bluetooth. I'm going to clean the surface off real nice the way the Velcro that we're going to use sticks, and we'll clean off the back of the box too. So we're going to mount the tuning box right here, press it in place, and that's a good spot to have it mounted. Now these things do have a water resistant case to them, but if you're going to flood this thing, if you're going to submerge it, if you're going to pressure wash the crap out of it, you should take it out. All right, putting this cover back on, you might want to use a magnet. I'd use a magnet here to get the nut to sit on there. It's pretty tight spot in there. I mean, it's hard to get your fingers in there. So once that's in place, then we can easily thread this thing on. So this one is almost on here. Now that everything's installed, we're going to go ahead and connect the box to the Bluetooth. We'll go ahead and show you that process. All right, got the truck all strapped down. Now we're here in the car. We're gonna do our first baseline test. Mustang Dyno 91 octane. Of course, it's a beautiful day here in Arizona. It's probably like 75, almost 80 degrees. We'll do 3 tests of the baseline, let the truck cool, and then we'll do 3 runs with the tuning box so we can see what the average is of the gains. We just got done testing the VR2 tuning box on the Raptor, and like we've done before in the past on this 22 and 23, we've got some exceptionally great gains on this. Now, we quote gains of 60 horsepower and about 94 foot-pounds of torque, and I just want to show you guys how much torque this thing actually does make. So we did the test in 5th gear, calibrated the dyno to 5,000 RPMs, and you can see here where this starts off. We got our test running from 2,600 to about 3,500 when those turbos are spooling up. And the solid blue line here is stock, and the dotted line is with the VR2 tuning box. Now you can see we got some gains here. We got 578 stock, goes straight up. We are seeing about 668. So we got almost 90 foot-pounds of torque right there at around 3,100 RPMs. And that continues all the way through as those turbos are spooling up. Same thing with horsepower. You can see here right at the peak where they're hitting, we've got about 356 stock, and we're up to about 410. So we've got about a 60 rear wheel horsepower gain just right there in the low end. So our top end power continues to go through all the way to red line. Of course, torque starts to drop off as we get closer to where the turbos kind of max out there. So that's it for the dyno testing of the VR2 tuning box on my 2023 Raptor. Now we're gonna take it outside and we're gonna use the Dragy, and we're gonna turn the box off and on so we can see what the difference in times are, try and do it in all-wheel drive, give a little boost load to it with the brake and see what we can get to see how much the VR2 improves that 0 to 60. So let's get the truck off the dyno and head outside to the front.
60.
All right, guys, thanks for watching my video on the VR2 ECU tuning box we did on the Raptor. It's a great mod to do. And of course, we have tuning boxes available for many different turbocharged cars. So if you're interested, make sure you visit our website at vividracing.com. Make sure you leave a comment, give us a like, and subscribe so we can keep getting above that 100,000 mark. Thanks, guys. We'll see you at the next one.